Redlands has been named by some as one of the most haunted cities in all of California. Redlands has a reputation of having satanic cults and a lot of haunted areas. One area in particular that has caught my interest is Prospect Park, right here behind me. As you can see, the really nice orange groves, but there's also rumors of hauntings, specifically of hearing noises following them around the park and dead little girls. But we'll test today if that's really what's going on as we investigate Prospect Park in Redlands, California.
In the 1960s, a little girl named Leanne was abducted and murdered at Prospect Park. It is said that her body was recovered by police under the amphitheater. The same amphitheater is where a lot of people today have reported hearing footsteps as if they're being followed and almost as if eyes are watching them from afar.
Now, while this may seem scary, realistically, I haven't found any newspapers, any police report to suggest that this actually happened. To me, this comes off more like locals' attempts to scare kids away from entering Prospect Park at night. However, there has been cases of dead bodies being found inside this park.
People online claim that many deceased homeless people have been found at the park, as it's a relatively popular hangout spot for them. Additionally, there are some reports of the tragic Kelly Bullwinkle case from the 2003 murder taking place within this park. However, this is a popular misconception as the murder actually occurred in the nearby San Timateo Canyon. Just as a side note, one of the dudes involved in the murder recently got parole. According to local news outlets, a pretty sizable portion of the Redlands community aware of this case was against this decision as well, since he's never really given an explanation as to what motivated him to do it, since he was apparently very good friends with the victim.
But what about the claims of satanic worship happening at this very park?
This one is a little harder to prove or disprove, as most satanic rituals or cultist practices are word of mouth and not highly documented. I can say, however, Redlands as a whole does seem to have an unusually large number of places people claim to have been places of sacrifices or places where the dark arts have been practiced. But how much of these cases are really Satanists congregating, and how much of these cases are really just the local goth emo crowd looking for a place to gather and hang out while they bum some cigarettes?
There have also been claims that the nearby Barton Mansion is also haunted. There's a viral clip of it that I'll play for you guys right here.
What the hell's that? Down on the floor. Right there. Oh, shit!
As far as why we're not heading there, it's now currently a wedding venue. Unless you're scared to get married, I probably wouldn't recommend going there. So guys, as you see here on the ground, there's actually some oranges. We're currently inside of an orange grove. It's kind of located inside of the park. A lot of people actually refer to the park as the Orange Groves. So a bit of an unexpected outcome. I did not think that the amphitheater was just going to be like super lit up. I don't know if they're working on it or what. We'll try to get as close as possible, but we're not even supposed to be in here right now. We're sneaking around here. Me and my cameraman, Mason, keep hearing fucking noises all around us. Me and Mason are currently trying to find a way to sneak in. There's a fence right here. There's a fence over there that was locked. But it's not looking great, to be honest. And we're trying to reach the amphitheater. That's what everyone says or claims to be haunted. There's the amphitheater right over there. Trying to Mission Impossible our way in there. Once we go over this fence, that's when you're getting into some citation territory. This is straight, like, skin your nuts open territory, bro. I run over there, I jump back, and I miss a little. There goes my chance of having children. Alright. Alright, we may have overstayed our welcome. We just heard a fucking bell right over here by the amphitheater. I don't know. It was looking like we were gonna jump in, but now I'm like, I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, me and cameraman Mason are kind of stuck in between. Was that some type of security system thing or paranormal? Because, yeah, it sucks I didn't get on video. We were just like standing here talking, debating about whether I'm going or not, and then just loud as fuck we hear ding. Alright, paranormal or not, this thing is pretty fucking creepy and weird. I don't know if this is like, it looks like a church, almost like a castle, to be honest. We're kind of under the impression that like there's either security in there, but fuck, maybe someone lives here, bro. So right now we're getting ready to leave, and I just heard someone like talking over the fence, kind of over there. I mean, I don't see any security guards, so I'm not saying it's them. That's another reason why we're kind of worried about going into the amphitheater, because we think there might be a security system. It may have been an animal, may have been a person. What the fuck is that, dude? Maybe supernatural? I don't know. I don't really know what that is, to be honest. If it is an animal, I don't know why it does it specifically as we're walking past it. I feel like an animal would try to be quiet. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It almost felt like we're being watched in there. Wait, watched?
In the nearby city of Yucaipa resides the Yucaipa Watchers, a notorious family in the community known for being extremely paranoid and aggressive towards any people that stop outside their house. Some accounts describe groups of men and a woman coming outside screaming, swinging baseball bats. Others describe shotguns being pointed in their face. But what was most likely a case of just your average, annoying, overbearing neighbors transformed into a local legend through word of mouth. More people kept hearing about how crazy this family was and how they'd give crazy reactions, so more people kept going to get a similar reaction themselves, in turn making the family more and more paranoid to the point where people claim they would sit at their window watching outside the house the entire day, making for one really big unhealthy feedback loop.
Here we are in front of the Watcher's house. Oh my god. Stop. Just wave. Okay. Hurry, go.
There are rumors online of people who claim to know the family, saying that this all started because one of their daughters was kidnapped or murdered, or there was a home invasion where multiple people lost their lives. Now, no one really knows exactly what happened or the origin story of why this family acted in this manner, but realistically, it's probably because it was a bunch of mentally ill people living in the same household that were constantly being harassed and, in turn, just feeding off each other's crazy delusions.
So right here, we're outside of the Yucaipa Watchers' former residency. The Yucaipa Watchers were a notorious family said to be extremely paranoid and hostile to anyone that would stop outside their house, as we're doing right now. Alright guys, so right here we're on Pendleton Road. This road in particular, many people have said they've seen a lady in red on the side of the road. This road is relatively pretty haunted, at least in terms of activity. So we're gonna go ahead and cruise down this road and see if we see any ladies in any red dresses. Oh wow, that's pretty creepy. Yeah, so the legend behind the lady is that apparently she was driving through here one night. She got in a really bad car accident to where she ended up dying. But she was crawling around on the ground out of her car looking for someone to help her, but no one came to help her. So she still haunts this very section of the road to this day.
If you made it to this point of the video, I just want to say thank you so much, and I really appreciate the support. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be uploading a lot more content like this in the future. And remember, they are with us.